So 7:00, let's call the meeting to order. And then the first item on the agenda, current grant cycle. So I think that we've done all of the notifications. I sent out all of the denials or there was a different word that they used for it, but anyway, I sent out all the denials. And I ended up with Ricky's help doing that through the system, so I think they got denied twice. And there were a couple questions in the beginning, and then in the end, people were all satisfied, they didn't have any questions. So that brings us up to the current grants. One less than current grant, I still have paperwork from fiscal year 2022 for the Live Arts program. They sent in their paperwork to get paid. So I need somebody else to sign off on it.
Who is it?
It's Live Arts, it's
So is this for
David
past
Burnham.
services?
Yes.
They performed, they've done whatever they were going to do?
Yep, they had a series of concerts last year. They're located in Franklin. And they actually sent a very nice letter thanking us for sponsoring them along with the paperwork. So if somebody else can sign the paperwork, then I have the,
Anybody remember doing this one?
does anybody, I don't know whose that was.
David Burnham? That sounds familiar. You want to sign it then?
So what total of money is that coming from in order to pay them?
That's coming from the pot of money we got for last year. So the state gives us money each fiscal year. This was fiscal year 22, and that's the pot that it's coming out of. I mean, I think it's all on checking account though. I don't think there's really.
Oh,
little
okay.
costs, but that's the,
The money's aside.
yeah,
Yes.
that's the little tag on.
Yes,
on
we're
that.
only allowed to hold back money that we granted from the previous year.
Right.
After, I think it's 2 years or something, then that money would go back to the state. But so far, we've never had to return everything.
No, you never want to do
Everything's
that.
been- Yeah, you don't want to do that. So everything's gotten spent.
Yeah.
So.
So people that applied for grants, but then never did their programs, or never sought funding, we could just give that money to somebody else that applied for a grant another year.
Got it.
Or eventually back to the state, but. No, thank you. We'll pass on that. So then. And they have the W-9, and I filled out the town admin accounts payable voucher.
And they had a vendor number
I didn't see it on the sheet.
on the big sheet, the big.
Yeah, I checked
Okay.
it, I didn't see it.
Okay, but I usually just make a note that they had no vendor number, so that way they'll sign.
Okay,
Do you want me to drop that off or?
sure,
Okay.
I'll give you the rest of it. Sure.
That has to be signed too, Sandy, just, yeah, so second
Somebody
person,
else.
yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I always do
missed-
two and everything, just to, so. it always
It's easier, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Sorry,
easier.
my
Be
mistake.
safe than sorry.
I'm, okay.
I had one person respond to me. Scott Martel for things already. So I printed them out. I didn't know if I was supposed to print them out or because it's electronic.
Well, so this year, we assigned grants to each person, and
Yeah.
if each person could like follow that grant, so that when they submit the electronic version, then we still have to sign, so print it out, bring it in,
Okay.
yeah, we'll sign it and then process it that way.
Oh, okay.
So there's no different, I'm sorry. We're not processing them any differently this year. We're just asking that they email everything.
Yeah.
versus
not coming in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it's kind of hard to get to the mailbox, and that way there's an
And I-
electronic record, and
Yeah, okay.
And
Oh,
what we've
I had
done
one.
past years is I would look for them in the email and I would print them all out. But Sandy, you want everyone to be responsible
Yeah.
for
for
the,
printing out their own.
yeah,
So that's
follow your
changed
grants.
from
Yeah.
okay.
Past years.
Yeah.
So I have two of the three. You said he'd do the long form or something after his program was done.
Okay.
2 out of the 3.
Okay,
There's a follow-up report. It's
Yeah,
it's
follow-up
called,
report.
it's called the final report.
Yeah, the final report. is after.
okay. And is he asking for seed money, or is he looking to get paid when he's all done?
Oh, he could say. I don't know. I
Okay,
just,
okay,
the W2.
all right, so did you sign this?
Can you look at
No, I
that?
haven't signed it.
You
You
haven't
look at
signed
his
it.
email and ask, see if he wants to seed money, because I forgot that
I'll
we were
ask him.
set, I
I could
forgot
send
that
him.
we each had to print out the new deal, that we're printing out our own stuff. So I forgot to print out the BBT Multicultural Festival. I don't know, I gotta print that, I gotta take a look at that and see if it's a seed thing or if it's from last year.
So I asked him if he wants this chat now. Is that what I do? Or do I wait till the program is done?
Read the email and see what he's asking. Some of them want seed money and some of them it's done.
He didn't say anything to me about.
He didn't?
No.
I don't know.
Why don't we pay him when it's done, then I kind of like
Yeah,
that.
unless if he
Because
asks.
it's a hassle, if they don't have it, then we gotta like claw the money back, and that's,
Okay, so unless if he asks for it, then
Yeah.
I'll just assume he's gonna wait. This is one done.
Okay, so the BBT wants direct payment documentation, including signed agreement. But- So they want to get paid up front. The BBT.
Okay.
So I'll print it out for next time we meet, because I don't, wish we had,
I know.
That
I was
would
thinking
be
the same
here.
thing. I know,
I
yeah.
don't know, that would be really nice. That would be,
This one? As long
I
as
don't
we
know
get
how-
the-
well, I don't know how we can air print from here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's something to look into and ask Andrew maybe.
actually, you know, what, I just signed that, but which grant was it again, so I can mark it?
It was for the magic show?
Oh, right, the Magic Show, which is at the senior center, I think.
Yeah.
last
year? Yeah.
Scott Martell.
Yes.
All right, that was the grant
Okay,
agreement.
but it actually happened in the fall of 22, before
There you go.
Christmas.
Okay, okay, got it. So do we
Okay.
need so we need a voucher for that.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna need a voucher for
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
That's not the same voucher.
No.
Okay,
Do you need blank vouchers, Andy? Because we can do.
I do,
Oh,
I do.
So-
Okay, I'm all set with that. I marked it
That's for
off.
this, one, the live art.
Okay, okay.
That's
Oh,
all
so
we
we're going to do this. So you're not.
Yep, so this is another one. All right, so we need the paperwork with, what did this?
It was
Is
with
this
this
in it?
one.
Okay, so we need the paperwork with this. Did she? I don't know, that was in with the other paperwork.
It was
Is
with
there a
the
double?
live arts.
So is there a W-9 for her?
No.
Is that,
No.
it was all right there, right? That, oh, no, that's live. No, we paid this one already.
Oh, okay.
Did we? Okay.
That was the only one that we hadn't paid yet.
Oh, okay, so then.
I don't know.
We paid this one
It
already.
wasn't signed.
Okay.
Let's see.
I would double check, but I'm pretty sure we paid that one already. Okay, and then the voucher thing.
So let's do this.
This year.
I was looking for last year.
So, same, so instead of us putting everything in one folder like we had previously, just responsible for our own.
If you want me to hang on to that, I can, because I do have the folder.
Oh, yeah, why don't you get, and
Okay.
then when I get the long form
Yeah.
from him,
Yeah,
or the.
I can do that.
the,
Yeah, yeah.
Is that all right? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That way you don't let-
Martel is H. Oh, yeah, he was one of the ones, but I thought the idea was kind of cool, so I
Yeah.
said, you need a venue. And he was like, Johnny on the spot, you got a venue.
All right, so we do have a W-9, so we need to have to look and see if they got paid
Okay,
by looking at last. There should be a file somewhere for them.
yes, I have
All
that.
right.
And then do you have the W-9 for? Because we just have two.
It was in the pile.
I think that was the one for. One for Blackstone Valley Community Forest.
Oh,
Yeah. Because all I had was a voucher and I had two of the same reimbursement form.
Is it on the back? Did it, when I was printing something out, something on the back at one point.
It was just mine.
That's what I
One
thought.
was the general ledger from last.
I thought it was in that pile of stuff. All right, I'll look for it at home. I
Okay.
probably have it at home.
Okay. So then I'm gonna give this back to you.
Yeah.
so that, yeah.
Yep.
It's W9.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Right.
No, that's not. All right, I thought it was there. I probably have it someplace at home.
And Sandy, we could do like we did during COVID, if all of the paperwork is there and it just needs a signature. I used to drive over to Shannon's and I would drop off paperwork and
Okay.
I would drop off all the completed paperwork on my end.
Okay,
She would sign it all and then drop it off in the box that's in the
Okay.
parking lot. So it works that way too. It's not that we have to vote on any of this. We
No,
just need to
it's all
get-
voted.
We just need to get the paperwork done. So we can do that, Sandy. So you can just let me know. And we can work
Okay.
something out like that. So we
Okay.
can find all the missing pieces. We can do it this week or next week or
Okay.
whenever you get to it.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Any more paperwork? Okay.
No, I will have some, but I.
That's okay, that's okay.
So we can print it out and we can
That's
figure
okay.
that out.
That's all right. We're switching up how we're doing stuff this year. That's
I
fine.
know, it's always confusing when we switch chair people. It's such a.
And I can, I'm easily confused. so.
No, and my biggest complaint, I loved it when they started doing the new online stuff, which was a learning curve, because you can't, we used to just do it through our town email, like, yeah, you're great, go for it. And then everything was paper, which was a pain in the neck. That simplified it somewhat, because then the state was assured that we were saying yes or no to the grants. The feedback that I gave to our representative was that there's no way, there's no checklist on there to see that the people we've granted are actually doing the things they're supposed to do. All their W-9, their grant agreement, the final report. And so we end up with these mountains of papers, which are difficult to keep track of. And so hopefully, I mean,
And
as he said, hopefully in the future, they'll figure out a way to do this online also. So this way it would all be electronic and we wouldn't have, you
yeah,
know, all this paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They filled out a form.
Yeah.
yeah.
If they're filling out the entire grant online and then we're responding
Yeah.
online, it's like,
Right.
why shouldn't we have a follow-up online?
Right.
So,
But we're somewhat not, like the state did it halfway, like
yeah, they
the
did.
state will send out, congratulations, you got money. But they don't say like how much, they don't, so we still have to do the individual letters to let them know how much and the denials, well, there's not how much, so that works out. Thank God. Thank God. Yes, yes. 0 to 0 to 0. But it just, it needs, and then like the big PDF they send out, it's not searchable and we could go on and on and on, but you know, hopefully no. But moving on. All right, so I think that right now, we're almost gonna do a crisis point and we need to get our name out there and we need new members. Because if we don't, we've got 3 people retiring in June, and if we don't get more people, then we won't have the 5 to get the money from the state. And then,
You have your new member.
and we do, which yes, new member. Did you go to the board meeting yet? You did, and you got
I
appointed.
have a witness.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
So, yes.
All right, okay, have you gotten your letter yet?
I have not.
Okay, when you get the letter, you'll need to go to the town hall at some point when they're open, and Ellen Argo, the town clerk, will swear you in. It's like a quick little, you hold your hand and repeat a couple words. And then there is an ethics thing online. It takes probably about an hour, so it's not bad. You can do it in the, comfort of your own home. You don't have to go someplace and listen to it. And you watch a video and then you answer some questions.
Yeah.
And if you get them wrong, you can go back and ask again, so.
There's a new one this year. I haven't.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I just did an online, I had to get certified to do E-Verify at work. And, long story short, I had to do it manually instead of doing it electronically. So I had to go on, I had to take 5 training modules that had between 13 and 27 questions,
Oh.
and then take the exam. It took me over an hour and a half to do this one person because she was just dragging her feet, and it was, I was up against the 3 days, you know, to bring on board, and it's like, okay, I'll do it the hard way.
Oh, my God.
So.
Hopefully
That's,
this will be easier.
So yes, we are very happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Very happy. We need to clone you.
Remind me how many can be, this is one of the boards that you have a minimum and then it can be more. Is that right?
You know,
we never stepping away. Stepping away.
Tina
And
us
And Michael. And Michael.
Three
Okay.
people are going on.
In May.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
staying?
going in June.
I'm
Yeah.
staying in June.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm in my second term.
Okay.
I
And
never
I've
served two
done-
terms.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
And I think they're 3-year terms now.
yes.
Yes.
Unless you came in, unless you fill in a vacancy, that happened to
Could I,
me.
could
No,
I go through June
Was it really
30th?
a
I think?
vacancy?
Yeah.
And I-
Because you
Yeah.
get the treasury, because,
Yeah, so, yeah, Michael
Allison
goes off in
was-
June, I go
yes.
off in June. Stay on till 25. Tina, you're on actually, oh yeah, you're off in June too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the three of us are going off. We came on at the same time, so we definitely need two
And
more
if we don't
people.
have the five. we don't get
But did everybody
Right.
notice we have a
Oh, so,
new
okay,
free
so
newspaper?
really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do.
that was
So-
exciting.
We have a new free newspaper.
Maybe we
And-
join, we-
oh, right,
But I
right,
don't know what's involved in that, so we're hoping that we don't have to take that route, but,
Right.
And in it,
that's 2 ain't gonna cut it.
No.
Okay, got it.
the Austin Cultural Council has a huge article that unfortunately we're not part of.
Just change
We
the
don't
name.
know, they should be sponsored as well.
They did mention us in the senior news, did you notice that?
Yeah, they
Just
did.
something,
Well,
because I was even aware that this publication was, it's nice to see something, because we don't have the crier any longer.
So we need to come up with an angle that maybe they'll do an article on us, but it's gotta be different. Like in this article was kind of dull. It kind of talked all about like the state and how the state passes out money. And I thought maybe if we can talk about the different events that we're sponsoring or something, and if they would be interested in that, and that kind of made me look at our town website, and our town website is really out of date. I mean, we have like 2017 Mother Mendon Choral event, we've got 2016 grant recipients, we've got 2015 grant
Well,
recipients.
yeah.
Yes,
It's,
Names change.
yeah, and,
Like-
and my understanding is that it was possible for the chairperson to go in and fix those things if you're computer savvy. But
okay,
you can also make it,
Yeah.
you can also sit down with Dan, he'll sign, if you contact him, he'll sit down and change things with
okay,
you. I've done that in the past
okay.
but you just have to get in touch with Dan. And he can walk you through how to do that, or you can even just.
Well, I
tell
kind
him
of see this as a
to be done.
publicity thing too, so that maybe we could work on it together. And I think maybe,
We did want to take some time, remember, we wanted to do some kind of a reception or some kind of publicity thing with some of our local recipients and get that and do like some photos and then pop it in the paper too.
that would
That's
be,
gonna happen, probably.
And
not
it's on
till-
website.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that in the town hall, if we can book a time, to do that, so we can do a small, like, little. But
We-
that takes some planning. so-
we did talk about that. That would be good to do, and then that would be like an event that maybe we could get this Upton Mendon newspaper to come to and cover that event.
Do they
talk
still
with
have
some of the
reporters,
people.
or is this all, or they're still, are they looking for people to put things in?
There's a couple of women in front of it that says if you have an idea for a story, give us a call. Where-
So maybe we just need to contact them, like.
Are you fine with that?
Mhm.
Or here, there's a publisher, there's an editor. Advertising, it's creative
I'm not too
design.
about that. This is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can. We used to have the town pride used to cover Mendon and it was really good, but then passed away and so now they're picking us up, right? They're from. Right?
I mean, I
I-
think maybe
oh, no,
we should also
it's
try
one.
to reach out to like BT or, the high school or, just because those are the, we grant BBT, so if they can put something out there in their maybe student newspaper for the parents or the website or something, so at least
And on the high school website.
high school website too, because maybe then.
Well,
even
they're
elementary-
required, in order to get their grant, they are required to say that they're funded by us and the state,
Mhm.
but they don't have to do anything more than that.
Right.
So,
Right, they're supposed to.
so they're already doing their requirements. That's why if we really want to publicize what we're doing, that's our responsibility. We need to do like a reception or a
Oh,
whole,
okay.
something.
Or take a picture or like show the.
Yeah.
Something, I mean, there's something, and we've always been stumped on what exactly should we do and how do we do that?
I took a picture of that lady, remember when they had the quilt show and she put flu.
Yeah.
Remember I have a picture of that.
And the quilt show is gonna be coming up again in March,
Oh,
so maybe we could.
But they didn't
ask for.
They didn't ask for money this year.
Yeah.
Does that mean we wouldn't be able to set up a table there? I mean, it's a Sunday, and I know I went last year, and it was very popular. I talked to a woman that
I
actually.
think we should just do it, I think what we should do
Yeah,
is try to.
I grew up in your house.
Oh, so you mean to look for volunteers, so you.
Yeah, just to like kind of like what we did at the country fair.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, and then we got a ton of people we got like 3 people that said they were interested, and then they never followed up. That's the problem, is we're not getting, we reach out to them, we get their stuff, it's like, yes, I'm gonna come, and then they never come, and then we follow
Right.
up with an email, hi, we're still here, we'd really
Yeah.
love you to join us, and then they don't come. So.
The
that-
people that you got from the Lions Fair, I did send them emails
Yeah.
and no
Yeah,
response.
no response.
Yeah.
So, we've done that, been there, done that, so I'm not quite sure how else to do this.
Ellen, when we were at the table, did you end up getting any pictures of maybe the kids came off?
No, I didn't even think of that.
I didn't think of that.
I didn't think of it. So I don't know, so.
A calendar of all of the events that have been funded coming out, like a list.
No, actually, I don't think we do, because a lot of them,
I think
you have to look
for,
for that.
when these people are saying they have a venue, is a date, and times in concrete? Okay,
Most of the time, not all the way.
so at that point, you could go on a calendar,
Right. Yeah.
like a February calendar or a
Well,
March calendar.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like on our page for the town, we could at least have a listing of
Mhm.
what we've, it can be the event, the date, the location, and then I think I wouldn't put any more than like free or admission required. I wouldn't get into prices or anything like that. I would just like free, not free, only, so admission required, it's not, or something like that. I wouldn't get into pricing or anything like that.
Okay.
But
Right.
I mean, I just like a date for that.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing, I think possibly a lot of people in town don't even realize that this.
When you go onto the website, the stadium theater, okay, you know everything that's coming January, February, March.
Yeah.
And it's, oh, that one looks good, oh, that one looks good.
And I also think if we had like a listing and more information on the things that we sponsored on the website, people would get more of an idea of what we do and it would create more interest than just,
Maybe
another
just a
town.
smattering, like kind of categories
yeah,
of things, kids choirs.
Yeah.
Magicians at the.
Yeah.
No, let's see if we can find one with a hard date. and when we can actually.
So we have the Blackstone Valley Community Chorus as April and May at the where, what chapel?
The Valley Chapel?
Okay. Oh, okay, chapel. What's the next one?
The next one would be the Greater Milford Community Chorus. Their GMCC Spring Jubilee, which is May of 2023.
Say that's all they
If you
have
go
to
to
do
their
with
So this-
the grants, that's all they're required, was giving us.
And they're probably still trying to work out that date
Yeah.
themselves.
Yes, yes. And a lot of times we're funding them because they're sending a letter of support from an organization or the church, but they haven't nailed down exactly a date, because it's
Oh, I have one. Okay,
Yes.
so on March 4th, 2023, the Claflin Hill Music Performance Foundation will be performing at the Grand Ballroom at the Milford Town Hall.
Okay.
So that's coming up.
Yeah,
So maybe we could plan to, and that's gonna be servicing about 800 people.
Oh, cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Did we put a flyer down at the, Mendon Senior Center looking for volunteers? We did
Yeah,
that.
and that's why it was under, I realized why they took all the events that were going on to
Yeah.
the senior center and they put that in the senior center. I was thinking, oh, we got stuck in there. But that wasn't it. They took their events, and put it under the senior center, for Mendon.
Yeah.
So, and when I sent, actually, before,
But it was a notice asking for volunteers.
yes,
Okay.
and, before, I had sent something to the original, the town crier, and then when it collapsed,
Right.
fell through, I had a volunteer thing in there, but now I'm gonna just resubmit one.
Okay.
So I'll resubmit another one.
So I think all of the grants should have specific dates, because that was kind of one of the criteria we used for funding.
Yes and no. I think we said as long as they had a month on a letter of recommendation, of support. So a lot of them didn't have an exact day.
Okay,
Like sometimes like the BBT, it's like, it might be their program is for, I don't know, African American Heritage Month. So it's sometime during that month that they're doing these programs, but they don't give us a day.
okay.
So I don't know, an overall calendar, I think is gonna be kind of difficult for us
It
to
doesn't
do.
have to be a calendar with dates, just a, roughly.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah,
I
we
think
can-
people would be interested in seeing.
And post it on the town website.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you need to, okay, so we can go through that. And, think through a few of those. I can look at the ones, I can go home when I get home, because I don't do it on my phone. When I get home, I can look at the ones that were assigned to me and I can pull out the
Okay.
dates. So why don't we do that?
okay,
So why don't, when we get home and we have better access to the thing used, we'll look at the ones that we were assigned. And let's see if we can pull some dates or at least the very months. And then we can, send them to Sandy.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I
And
can
she
put
can
together
get
the
them-
calendar and I'll send that to Dan to
Right,
update
so
the.
we can do that.
Okay.
So send event dates. But that, again, that doesn't get us volunteers.
Right.
Event dates. Sandy. We'll do it as soon as possible.
And how many, I know I was here last month, but how many, different, funds or awards are you making?
Oh, how many did we grant
Yeah.
out?
I mean, I feel like that seems like a press release worthy, that you-
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had something, but now, I guess,
12, yeah, 12.
I was gonna put this in the newspaper, but then it's this.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Preempted.
and I can't beat it, but.
So 12 events, what's the time frame? Is it like, is it spread over many months or is
Well,
it
that's
con-
what we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
or is it congregated around like spring and early summer?
All over.
All year.
It's all
all
year,
year.
Some
okay.
things
So
are
it
each
depends.
event, some things happen, some people are asked for grants now, but it's not gonna happen till December of 23.
Okay.
So I mean, it's
Yeah.
really is the whole
It's
year.
spread, okay,
That's,
spread.
Daniel's Farm does their stuff in the fall in October.
So it's not like any particular month or couple of months are really heavy with programming, like May, June, July.
Well, summer concert series, like if it's something like that.
You want to be outside.
Right, I mean, I think you've gone to like the town
A long-
beach.
Couple of years ago, yeah, I
Yeah.
went to one, they had a Beatles, which is the same guy, I think, that's sponsoring this time, but, yeah, like Daniel's Farms, they'll do it for the whole summer series.
Okay,
I think it's gonna take, like when you just came out and asked me, like, look, hey, would you be interested in signing up? So I think that we just kind of need to talk to people too, that we know in town and just kind of get the word out that, and people, all they can say is no. They don't have time,
Right,
I
right.
mean.
And maybe they'll know somebody.
Right.
Exactly, yeah, so I mean, and maybe Michael within his core.
Yeah,
Parent
yeah,
friends, and
parents.
things like that, that, somebody could step up.
for people that are predisposed to getting on boards and commissions and committees and whatnot. I mean, I understand people scroll off of this board. And I've known people over the years will scroll onto another board.
Yes.
You know, and maybe that's a way to try to capture a few people
Yeah.
that just like to go out and, you know, keep busy and,
Right.
you know, have the time.
I mean, they have to be a resident, so it's not like you can get somebody from Milford.
And some of the other councils,
Why do you post
Are
on your
they-
personal
is
Facebook
there
page?
a
Yeah,
vacancy?
so why don't we look at that?
what do they do?
Um, Similar things, it's posted on the website, so there's a vacancy on the finance committee right now that, and there's a vacancy on the taxing committee. There are probably more, I just happen to know about
Yeah.
those sort of more immediately. So, yeah, it's, a lot of times it is just, you know, the personal networking that you're recruiting, like, it's posted on the website, the vacancies are all posted. But people have to be looking for them
Right.
to know
Yeah.
that they're
Right.
there.
Right, I wish we had like a newcomers or something, like some
Yes,
towns
yeah.
have like a newcomers club where
Yeah.
Yeah.
people that are new to the town
Yeah.
meet and how, you know, how can I get involved, but I don't think it's.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I
Does the
mean,
Chamber of Commerce do a welcome wagon thing?
No.
I lived in a town once that
I-
the Chamber
Yeah,
of
I lived in
Commerce.
Coventry, Rhode Island, and Welcome Wagon came out one Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't think that was really a thing.
yeah.
I think it's an expression.
Yeah, Welcome Wagon, yeah. And they brought gift cards for all
Yeah.
vendors in town.
Information.
So it does strike me that, so I know a number of the realtors might be good resources for like getting in touch with people. I know they put together like a, I
Yeah.
think like a folder, like a welcome packet. I know like when I was involved with, the Spanish immersion outreach group, and we, like, they, Custom Home Realty was willing to like include a flyer in their packets for, so that might be
Yeah, that's
something,
good,
to consider.
I think,
I think it would be nice for people moving into Mendon to realize that this is
Yeah.
here, because I think that when you move into a town, you're often not too connected.
Right, especially now, it's so electronic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, we moved here in, what was it, 2019, August of 2019, 2020 COVID hit. So
So, yeah, you-
I really don't know very many people here.
Everyone was housebound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, finally. I mean, thank God for the library, because that's been a good way to meet people.
Mhm.
And that's something else that we.
Can we post it right?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I mean, is that how you found out about it? You joined?
Yeah, we got a bulletin board, we put.
No, it was in the town crier, I think. There was an advertisement in the town crier. That's what that's how I found out about it. But I was,
Well, we got the new.
yeah, well, but also I was looking for something to get to know people. And I was new in town, looking for something to get to know people.
Yes, so it depends on that, too. What if I protected that? Help the real estate agent that's.
Yes, Custom Home Realty.
That's, oh, is that the
Yeah,
same one?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you've already
yeah.
contacted them.
Well, I mean, I know the two people who started it, so
Oh,
like,
so maybe you
yeah,
could
so
still
like, yeah.
see what they say.
Yeah, and actually, I know that, one of them is actually on Historic Commission, she's on a town board, so, Deb Flanagan. I think it's the Historic Commissioner. I'll have to look, there's like a couple that have similar names that I might have gotten.
Oh, maybe.
And. No, but they're, I mean, they're very, like Mendon oriented people, they're from Mendon.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I think Bonnie can with that as well, so it's, that's like for you.
Mhm.
But there are other, I mean, I know, I just happen to know them, I mean, there's also Gary Smith, who's very Mendon dedicated. I don't know, is there?
Can we put flyers in the post office?
Oh, put a flyer for volunteer. I don't know, I get to be available.
So I know when I was on this.
They used to put stuff on the windowsill and people would just pick it up.
Yeah, so when we had,
That's interesting.
I worked with the Solarize program and they let us put a little bookmark in the post office, so.
Okay, so I can do it, let me make a half flyer and we'll see where or a flyer and we'll see, I'll go around town and see where I can drop them off. So I can do the flyers, I could do the post office again, I'll do the senior center, maybe we could do,
Is that something you could email to me?
yeah, I think I can't. Do we have an email? Do we have an email, Paul?
I
We
have,
must have your
I have,
email.
I can send it. I can send
Yeah.
it around.
So I'll
And my,
do a
my wife
flyer,
volunteers at the senior center, so maybe she could.
and I'll do a pretty color.
And then
I'll do a
people that
color
go there
one,
have
I'll do a
time,
color flyer.
I was gonna say, I think the senior center is a great place to try and get volunteers because,
Yeah.
you know, you
And
go,
I'll
you go to
notify you
school,
guys
these are
before I
like parents with
print it
young
out.
kids, they don't have time.
Right.
But seniors, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I include myself in that senior.
So what do we want to say on the flyer? Anybody have any catchy words? What do you want? You wanted poster?
Wanted, volunteer.
Yeah.
I
The
usually
arts
set one there.
leader.
I already left
Cultural
one there.
events.
If you want to put another one, if they want it, I don't know.
Threatening, but kind of.
All right, all right.
The buck stops here if we don't.
This is, there's so much to put them in there. The flyer?
Sure, why not? We can ask. We can ask anyways.
Okay.
So, all right, so I'll do post office, senior center,
Library.
library.
And then, does the Muffin House have any sort of bulletin board or something?
I don't
Because
know.
that place is usually, that place is
It's
a lot.
mobbed, it's mobbed all the
It's
time.
like, yeah,
I don't know if that would be.
On their window, maybe?
Yeah, I feel like the senior center. is-
Do they have a bulletin board I can put something on?
They have like artwork that they.
Oh,
just
yeah.
done.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't-
they do, they do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Maybe.
Muffin
the,
House?
yeah.
post office, senior center.
Dunkin' Donuts, do they have like a bulletin
Community.
board for stuff or not? Really?
Wow.
What are the blessing board?
good thing.
Well, maybe, because that's kind of like, sure, you know, like helping.
Mhm.
All right, I can try that. All right, so it's 4 places in town. Post office, senior center, library, Blessing Barn. You don't have a Catholic church in town anymore.
Imperial cars, like when you're sitting around waiting for your car to get fixed, if they, do they let people put flyers?
And Meehan does so much for this town. I wonder if we could get some kind of a link or something on his website. I mean, his website's gotta be visited thousands of
Yeah.
times a month.
I mean, some of the local businesses, if they could just let us get the word out that we're looking for
What about
volunteers.
steak place? Don't they always, you know,
But you
places
know,
like that have like.
the thing is, I don't think you're gonna get.
Yeah, don't they always have like bulletin board things. and stuff?
I don't know.
Restaurants
Never
don't
been.
get.
Never
Oh, you know.
People aren't gonna read that at a restaurant.
I'm in Allentown.
People go to the.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
I'd rather go there.
Yeah.
You have a,
That's
you have a
why
view of
Blessing
the water.
Barn,
Yeah, that's true.
The senior center and the.
Good
post
view of the
office.
water.
That's- I'm gonna try those now, okay, so we're good, all right,
Okay, that's.
what else is on your agenda, Sandy?
So the next item is the town art project, which, you know, is there like a high school group that would be interested in, like, if the money?
We sent it to the high school, we sent it to that, we sent it to the people that do, that are associated, the art thing down in Providence, we've put it on college websites, so it's just fallen flat, it really has. So we need to take that money, we need to end that and take it off, where is it? I think it's advertised on our,
It is on our website, I
so
think.
that's something you want to talk to
Okay.
Dan about?
Yeah.
And then we probably want to take that money and turn that this summer into, like I said, a reception for people, see if we can pick a date, get it before school ends, because a lot of them are school people, and contact the people that we've granted and do a reception, get some photographs. It's a good opportunity for them to bring flyers and promote the
Yeah.
programs that they're doing. You know, we have to think about a venue where we want to do this. You know, so do we want to do it out, do you want to wait till weather's nice and do it outside? Do you want to do it in the town hall? Do you want to, you know, I mean, so there's those kind of questions we have to decide what you want to do, but I think we should do, you know, do a nice reception.
And then we can invite this Upton Mendon newspaper to come.
Yeah, so, but we need to plan it in advance So we can actually contact these people, get a response, hopefully, and, you know, and publicize it.
So maybe send me the dates of all the events and maybe we can pick a date that is sort of in the middle of when the events are, that if there's like a clump events in the spring and a clump in the fall, maybe do it like in June or something, so that it sort of falls. We don't want to have it so late in the year that all the events have already happened.
And we don't have any town-wide big event like an arts.
No, we don't do
We don't
that.
we don't do that here. We don't do any kind of arts and crafts things or
No,
anything artsy or.
There's,
Country fairs, they don't.
yeah, there's this strawberry festival. I mean, I know I went to that when I
Yes.
first moved here, but I don't.
It's
I don't-
And that's, yeah, and that's,
Vendors.
they used to try to get vendors and craft vendors there, but that might be a good place to aim for. They would let us do that on probably take photos on the steps of their church. That's a nice picture place. I mean, it's a landmark in town. They're always looking for people. That would be a good place for them to go, say, oh yeah, because people would, that's the town-wide yard sale too. So I mean, a lot of people come through town.
Where's that
This-
place?
At the Unitarian Church
Oh,
on Maple
right,
Street,
right,
so,
yeah.
yeah, so actually, that's when we should do it, during the Strawberry Festival.
Do what at the Strawberry Festival?
Do like a photo op for these people and welcome them, and we can even set up, we've got enough money that we could give out flyers that would want people to join us, a flyer that says what we do, a photo opportunity for the people to get their pictures taken in the paper, hand out flyers of their own about their programs. And we can also have punch and cookies. So I mean, I think that would tick all the boxes. And I can get in touch with the Unitarian Church if everybody wants to do this.
No, I think it's good, yeah. The only thing I would say is come June, it's getting real late in the year for folks leaving this.
Leaving stuff, but I still think it's
No, I think it's
but I think
great,
it's
yeah.
a good time and location, and it's outside, and
Yeah.
I think it could work.
When is the Strawberry Festival?
Early June.
Yeah, but,
June?
The first
Okay.
and second Saturday.
Okay, no, June works.
But it's old, but if you wanted to.
I'm gonna do something even fancier than that, and not so wordy, because I think what happens is people see a page full of words.
Too long.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Yeah, they're not gonna read the whole thing. So you want something that's colorful, that's gonna get their attention and have
Free food.
contact information. So for the volunteers, well, yeah, so. the
But I
vol-
think saying this, your cultural council needs members is important.
Yes, so I'll definitely do that, but then we'll also have to get ready for the Strawberry Festival. So I
So
think,
the Strawberry Festival is when we invite all of our grantees and see if they
Yes.
can show up. And then we'll
Yes.
have our own booth with.
yes,
For
yes,
grantees
we can
and
get
stuff.
our
I
own
just want-
booth,
okay.
we can do a photo op, they can put their flyers in our booth. So yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think that works out, and I think the Unitarian Church would actually be very happy to have.
Now, is the Unitarian Church open, like, as the Strawberry Festival's going on? It's something that you can go in and visit, 'cause I've been there for,
Yeah, they do
Christmas
tours.
service.
Yeah, they give a nice historic tour.
oh,
They tell you
perfect,
all about it.
perfect.
and everything. I was a past member. I'm an inactive person. I haven't gone to church there in years, but when my kids were little, we all went. So, but yeah, they're very nice, friendly. They
Yeah,
do
they
a
are, they
tour.
are.
They do a tour. I think they'd be really happy to have us there. So they're always looking for
They want
things.
the exposure.
Yeah, they want the exposure. Absolutely. So yeah, I think that would be cool. We can do that. We'll
Maybe
find
even some of the
the
church members will be interested in volunteering.
reception. So we'll nail that down. We'll be done at our next, as we get closer and at our next meeting.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. We can do that. So what else do we need to do, Sandy?
And then we need to set the next meeting, and Michael, Thursdays are gonna be tough for him, so he was asking if we could do it for a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
I'm okay with a Wednesday. I'm usually home Wednesdays.
Okay,
Select board meetings are usually Wednesdays.
Oh,
That's, I mean, just,
okay.
So is
it,
that-
which
and then-
is fine with a different space. I might not be able to join you if it's the, you know,
All right.
if it's the night of a select board meeting. I can go to the select board.
Okay.
They
Tuesday,
say more.
so for next, so Tuesday nights right now for the next, oh no, it's finishing up in another 2 weeks. I have an evening class, but that'll be done in 2 weeks. So actually in February, I would be good on a Tuesday.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I was just,
Yeah, I could do a Tuesday. So where are we now? So we're at 1,
so
2,
it's the
3,
19th,
4. So we want to do like the 4th. Oh, that's
14th Valentine's Day, so it'll be either the 7th or the 21st.
But we go for the 21st. Because, so as far as you know, Sandy, all of our paperwork and everything went off okay on the website and everything, because I know you probably talked to Ricky like last month.
I did. I still need to go through and, actually, yeah, I need to do that this week. I still need to go through and send out the acceptance. Hit that, yes, you got money, because I had to make sure that the 17-day grace period was done. But we've already notified all of our people, so they
Yes.
all already know.
Okay,
So
we
I
haven't
just
heard
need to,
anything, so I imagine everything went off without a hitch.
yeah.
All right, so the 21st, we're all okay with the 21st?
for February.
February, yeah.
Do you typically do 7?
7 o'clock. It'll be at the library too, if it, yes.
And
Like, I teach in Boston on Tuesdays, so my train gets in right around 7, but that's okay. I attended a land use committee meeting from my car in the Franklin.
So he couldn't do Thursdays, right? Is that what he was
That's what
saying?
he was saying.
Okay,
Michael can't do
so he
Thursday.
thought Tuesdays or Thursdays, okay.
Tuesday
Or
was
Or
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
Okay.
Usually.
So now we're
either-
doing Tuesday. And are Wednesdays better for you?
Well, so Wednesday, as long as it's not a select board
Oh, as long
Wednesday,
as it's-
so like, but they're typically every other,
Every-
but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Okay, so either way, it's bad.
It's not totally consistently every
Yeah.
other weekend or every other Wednesday, I mean.
Well, if we wanted to meet a little bit earlier in the month, we could do Wednesday the 15th.
I'm okay with it.
You want to do the Monday, the
15th?
But Alina needs to look and see.
Well, yeah, I may not know, like, I don't always know far in
Okay.
advance, so like,
Okay,
but I
So
don't think you
let's-
should schedule around me and I will come if I can.
all
Okay,
right, so do we want to do the 15th or not? What do we want, Tuesdays or Wednesdays?
Wednesdays are,
Wednesdays, I'm always home on Wednesdays.
yeah,
So that's always good. So let's change to
Okay,
Wednesday.
let's do Wednesday, let's do Wednesday the 15th.
The 15th.
Alright, so Wednesday.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's weird.
And then unless somebody else has anything else, that was all I had on the agenda.
No.
No, so we just have to remember, if we have anything that we have to print out and sign, we can print it out,
And then
sign it,
the next one.
get it to, or we can actually, we can drop it off at Sandy's mailbox.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that way we don't have to
Where-
wait.
where's that
If
located?
it's a.
63 Buxton
Get
Street.
stuff before
Yes, we
the
can,
15th.
yeah.
Yeah, another group.
But that's okay,
Oh.
I can watch the recording, so.
All right,
Hopefully-
so-
hopefully this works.
So are we officially closing our meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Yeah, sure. Good. Favor? Excellent.
7:49.
Right.
Okay, I'm starting the recording.
Yep. So we've got some more to do.
Sandy, can I get, just everyone's name and,
Sure.
email address? That would be.
actually, we should do the group text too.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Just we do it as a reminder. Don't forget.
Yeah, and I need that. I need that.
Don't forget. So
don't, you know what, I don't know who's.
Here, you know, we got a piece of paper here, we can write our name and everything. Well, you'll get us through the town email, right? Once you do that, you'll get us that.
Yeah, they'll.
But I'm gonna write
I
my
don't remember
name,
who the
and
contact,
this is my
but-
phone in case you ever need to get in touch with us.